Okay. What's this, round 4?
Yep, round 4. Let's get it.
Got LB back in the building with the big dog, Mr. All-Star Keegan Anderson.
It's the one
What's
I've been
up?
waiting for right here.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, y'all?
All right. We've been kind of just chopping it up with everybody all day, man. Just kind of hearing y'all's story, shooting things back and forth, your vision for your future, your current plans, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we can kind of just go from the jump. Let us know what your name is, what you're doing right now sports-wise, and then we'll start over from the beginning.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me. And at the moment, my name is Keegan Anderson, class of 2025. I'm going in my freshman year, and I will go to Abilene Cooper.
Yes, sir. All right, so before we get to the new beginning with freshman year as a Coug, let's take us back. Where it start? How old were we when we started?
Oh, man. Started way back. I started playing football when I was 3.
3.
You
So
know,
you had the little braids and you
Yeah, I
had the
had-
little bandana around you.
I had that. I had my little braids, everything. So
Mhm.
All right.
that's when that started. I've been playing quarterback my whole life.
Okay.
So started with the Chargers, flag, him coaching me, Uncle Lamar coaching me, and then just went from there. And then we went to the Longhorns, and then Wildcats, and just going up playing with everybody, and just
Gotcha. What at 3? What else did you start playing?
baseball.
So baseball and football started at 3.
Yes, basketball started at 5. Started basketball at 5.
Why'd you wait so long for b-ball?
Um,
Don't look at your dad.
I don't know. Well, I don't really know.
Oh, that would be like one of the first ones I would start with.
I don't know why. I really don't know.
Well, that's cool. You got to it. So at 3-year-old kid playing baseball, right?
Mhm.
Baseball and football. Did you have a favorite at the time? Were you just a kid playing ball?
Yeah. I loved playing both
Just
sports.
wanna play.
My dad played both growing up, so that made me love the game for both. Just doing everything, doing both. That made me feel more accomplished doing stuff.
I got you. Okay, so then we'll just go ahead and fast forward to 5-year-old kid when you got the basketball. What changed?
Nothing really. Basketball, it felt even better knowing that I was also good at basketball too,
Oh, yeah.
hopping on the court, doing what I had to do. So,
Okay, so when you started out at the young age, was it just natural, or was it something that did y'all put any time in? You know what I'm saying? Or was
Oh,
it just
yeah,
like,
for sure.
damn, I'm kind of good at this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure. And definitely with football, me and him would go out every day, go throw the big football because he had an NFL football, and I'd always want to throw with the little cowboy football, and he'd throw it out the way, and then we'd go outside, go throw the NFL football, and then I just became a natural at it.
That's what's up.
And then baseball, we'd go outside, go throw the baseball every day, and just do us.
And basketball, what?
Basketball,
There, or just jumped out there.
Yeah, basketball really just jumped out here because he'd always take me with him to go hoop whenever he used to hoop. So I'd always go out there with him, and then I'd hop in and play with him
I got you.
and stuff. And then started working out with it, doing everything every day.
So your pops was a huge influence.
Yeah, of course,
Anything
huge
sports related.
sports, everything. What he played, I play.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the 4th person in a row where parents is a key, man. Parents, that backbone. Keep it up, parents. All right, so we at 5-year-old key right now. So you playing 3 sports,
Yes.
5-year-old key. So you're still flag level, right? Or are you in tackle yet?
5.
Probably close.
I'm still flag.
It was flag
Okay.
still.
So now, 5-6-year-old key, are we drifting towards one way or the other, or are we
No.
still just
Yeah,
having fun?
Or I think once it became mighty, once I had the pads on, I think I started getting more dedicated to football, and I felt like that's what I wanted to do. But then also I had baseball and football. I mean, baseball and basketball is still there, so I still played those. Still played those two, but in all everything, I just played everything.
When did you know that you were going to be like quarterback? Like that position was for
Day
you?
one.
Day one, I think when people would just come up to me and tell me that I'm a natural at it, and then they loved seeing me play, and I think once I saw that I was good and that I could dedicate myself to that, then I think that's when I knew I was.
I want to say before you was even born, I think your pops was like, "Yeah, he gonna be quarterback." Before you was even born, I want to say that.
That's crazy.
Yep. So I got a question.
Yes, sir.
There was 1 year you was with the Longhorns.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Longhorns or Wildcats? I think it was the Longhorns. And then you had a couple players move up, and there was a little kind of controversy about you playing quarterback and somebody else playing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that make you feel? How'd you fight through that? You know what I mean? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't want to say it took my confidence level down.
Because on the sideline, I was kind of pissed off.
I was a little mad. I knew I was a better player. I knew I was the right one for the job, but I mean that you go through challenges every day, and that's something you got to go through, and you can't let that take you down. You got to keep working, keep fighting, and prove that you are the better one, and prove that you can do the best to make your team win.
Now, did that motivate you, or did that kind of make you take a step back, or what that do for you?
That for sure motivated. That made me want to go even more hard every day to make sure that I would to show them that I was the best one.
But I know you wanted to play quarterback, but they'd still put you at tight end. You'd still play DN, and you'd still play to the best of your ability, though. It didn't stop you from not playing, you know what I mean? But,
yeah, it didn't stop me at all. I played everything. Where they put me at, I would still play it.
Okay.
And, I mean, it's not all about me. It's about the team.
It's kind of the same thing that we've been going through with our other guests, man.
Mm-hmm.
Our other guests have all been great, but they've all had some times in their path where they had to get refueled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's kind of seems like that was one of them deals with you where you had to take a step back, go through some things, and refuel yourself. Like, all right, I got to go get this now.
Yeah, for sure. So that made me realize that
it ain't gonna be
there's
given
people.
to you.
It ain't gonna be given to you. You gonna have to work. You gonna have to work to get it.
That's good. That's a good thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, were you done with that?
Yeah.
Back to the storyline. Where we at? So we can go back. Let's just go back. You said tackle. So we start tackle. You say you start getting a little bit more serious with it. Probably. When did you start winning Super Bowls? In tackle?
No,
y'all won one in flag?
Yeah, we won every year.
Okay.
You ain't gotta say it like that now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I ain't win no flags. That thing was hard, man.
We won every year.
3-year-olds.
We won every year. Come on, man.
It's hard to do. Bro.
We won every year.
That's good. That's good. So okay. So you had already experienced winning before you got to the tackle level.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. I wasn't gonna go there, but no, that's good. So, like he said, we group two age groups together in our tackle. So, how was your transition from playing 1 year you're playing with older kids, the next year you're playing with younger kids?
Yeah.
Like,
okay, so it was a big transition from whenever I started with the older group. So whenever I played with all the older dudes that I know today, and so it was a big transition from going to fast speed and then knowing that I have to slow down kind of a little bit and let them catch up. So, but I mean, it wasn't a too bad hard transition, but I know that I had to back up a little bit and just let them.
That second year.
Make sure they come up with me too.
But still be a leader.
It's still yes sir.
It was always kind of when I came in late in your career, but I always kind of noticed like it looked like two totally different teams. You know what I'm saying? Like you're out there on everybody's level. Then that second year, you're like the man. You know, just like kind of helping everybody out. But I still feel like that had to help you.
Yes, sir.
In all aspects of the game, you're getting to see two different versions of yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's good. So we'll go from there to, I guess you said, you said you won every year. You won a Super Bowl every year, and Abilene ball and city ball, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was your experiences there? How did you feel about that? I mean, talk to us about it.
It was a great feeling, all my buds. I mean, all of us, just having a great time playing with each other, working hard with each other, and showing that we were, one of them. We were one of the best out there, and it was just having fun. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
Can't lie about that. And then you came. The transitions, I guess, with the select stuff was kind of a little ahead of your time, right?
A little bit,
yeah, a little bit. That was when I first got into the select. That was my first year with Hurricanes.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? When y'all started Hurricanes, he came in later.
Yeah, everybody was older than me.
You weren't with that first group of Hurricanes.
No.
Okay. We
tried to get them, but
how you feel about that, man? How do you? You wish you could have gotten the Hurricanes a little bit.
I definitely wish that first year they told me they wanted me to play. I wish I did play, but then
But I kind of understand where your pops was coming from. He didn't want you getting football all year round banged up. That's what it was. He didn't want you.
Yeah, and I understood that too.
I understand where he's coming from. So
yeah. Now again, that's another thing that we got to talk to parents about. We understand that too, but the select and the travel deal with football is more about the competition and that we're going to be facing versus the city level. So you parents that are thinking about that, if you do got a player that really want to play and he is showing some type of enthusiasm about the game, y'all do need to look into that select stuff after your fall or your regular season ball, whatever it is. I think when I seen you kind of came into the Hurricanes thing around the same time as we did, late. I seen that you were having fun, but still being able to compete at a higher level. That's kind of when I was like, damn, why he didn't do that a little earlier?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Hurricanes when I first started. What was that, last year?
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hurricanes. Yeah. So I do wish I did play earlier, but I mean, I still had fun that first year.
I think Hurricanes, like at his level, at that age, kind of opened it up because I let him call his own plays. Like, not call his own plays, but if you see something, change it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was trying to prepare him for the middle. I can't even say middle school. I was trying to prepare him for when he got older. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see it, change it. I'm not going to get mad. If it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah.
That's right.
So did that help you with anything?
It did. It made me understand where to look, how to read differences. That's what I'm starting to, high school, that's what you have to learn. That's what you need to do, learning how to read defenses, where to choose, how to read that DN, how to read that corner, that safety. All of it.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Okay, so while you were finishing up your Abilene youth football, you're still doing what? You're still doing baseball and basketball?
I'm doing DC Kings travel basketball.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
That's a great thing.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
think y'all started earlier? Y'all started that? Huh?
Yeah, we started that. That was 4 years ago. We started that 4 years ago.
And y'all actually were doing good in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, squad. That's the competition over there in the Metroplex.
That's good. We were watching y'all's transition there, and y'all had a good little squad together, actually playing against City Boys.
That's what I was surprised when we got down there to big teams.
So what was you surprised about? Like, you didn't have no confidence in yourself, or
I
you didn't
did
have confidence in your teammates? Or?
we all had confidence. It's just I don't know. Just
It's because they in the city.
Yeah, they in the city. Yeah.
Well, that's the first thing you gotta learn. Whenever you get on the field, you gotta think, I can beat this team. I'm better than this team.
I'm ready.
I'm
Yes,
ready.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's like your daddy bigger than me, but I can beat him in basketball.
Man.
And you know what? If I can't, guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna play until I do.
Man, you got to get the hoop.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So you gotta. It's a mind thing. No matter what, hey, I'm better than you.
Can't beat me though.
Don't do that. We'll be out there all night.
Exactly. We'll be there all night until you beat me.
We'll be out there all night. But just get your mind right and just whether you're on the baseball field, the basketball court, football, track, anything in life.
At this youth level, man, what he said though is key, y'all. They had a great team, but just the fact they were going to the city.
Yep.
They were kind of already like shocked and a little shell shocked before they even got there. So So we as a region got to do better about getting our kids better prepared. So when they do get to high school, they ready, man. It ain't nothing for them. And I know we've all talked about that. Everybody's talked about it in the past, but it's for real. Man, just how old are you?
14.
14 years old. He just told you when he got to the Metroplex, he was a little shocked. We got to get that out of their head. Period. So I'm glad that you got to experience the select part of youth ball also.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to baseball. How youth baseball, take us through that journey and your accomplishments and stuff.
Well, I started at Northern. I started over there in Northern.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's where I started at.
Okay.
And we started with the Royals. He was a coach, my dad. And then we changed our team to the Red Sox.
Okay.
And then as we went up, and then we went up, and then I played for a different team. But I was at Northern for a couple years, I think 4. And then when I hit second or third grade, then I hit to what's it called? Dixie. I went to Dixie.
Okay. So you was at Northern earlier.
Yeah, I was at Northern
Baby
at
years.
3. That's when I started.
So when you played at Dixie, did you ever play with your age group, or did you play up, or how was that?
I played with my age group, and then I think the second year I went up to play with the older group, and then I just went back and I went with my own age group.
Okay.
So when you went up to play up, how'd that make you feel? Was you nervous, scared, can't do it?
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I wasn't scared, but I mean it definitely was different. You know, speed pitches. It was way you could ask him. My first game playing with the older group, playing against all my older friends because they were all at Dixie too. I was the first game whenever we played against Cameron Gray, and he pitched, and I didn't hit not one ball. I was mad at myself. I was mad.
So what do you think made you not hit that one ball? Was it nerves, or were they better than you, or?
Nah, I think it was nerves.
Just nerves?
Yeah, just seeing how fast it was coming.
But then you adjusted to it.
Yeah,
right?
and then
I'm pretty sure you didn't go all season without hitting nothing.
Yeah, I didn't go. Yeah.
And this is nothing against any specific leagues in town, but how did you feel making the adjustment from a Northern to a Dixie? You saw the change?
Yeah, I definitely saw the change. I think the competitiveness was different too, and you know I definitely just think the competitive.
That's good. Yeah, man, Dixie just whooped our butt the other day. Y'all was there, so shout out to Dixie Little League. Them boys always stay ready to go, man. Wiley Little League. The rest of us got to catch up, man. Eastern, Northern, Southern, we got to catch up, man. But they definitely be putting it on. So I'm glad you got to. We've also talked with our other guests about kind of playing up. You really didn't play up, but you kind of moved to a more competitive league.
Yeah.
So you did kind of make a transition to play up versus where you was playing. So that definitely paid off for you.
Yes, sir.
I feel. So from, I guess, go to junior high now. Where'd you go to junior high at?
I was before elementary. We were over on the north side. I was gonna go to Man, but then we moved. We moved that summer. So to go play with Ashton, I went to go because we were on DC Kings, and so we were all like, "Bro, we might as well all just go to the same middle school and just go destroy everybody in basketball and football." So I was like, "Dad, y'all want to move?"
That's what I'm saying.
And we moved that same summer to the south side.
Hold on.
We moved that same summer to the south side to go, and I went.
So
hey, the kids tell the truth here at the table.
So this dude just came up and said, "Dad, you want to move? Dad, do you?" It's not Dad. It's not son. We getting ready to move. Dad, you want to move? That's what's up. And Dad got up and moved.
Well, all of us, me and Mom, we all had to talk. We were like, "So you're all down?" And we moved to the south side that same summer.
Hey, that's what's up. I can't even. That was a family decision.
Yeah.
In sixth grade year, I was at Madison.
Business move.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. I ain't gonna be mad at that one, man. Man, but that red bird would have looked so nasty, man. No, okay. So anyway, take us back. So we moved to Madison District. And where did we go from there?
6th grade year. You don't play football yet. 6th grade year, so they have intramurals, stuff like that. So coaches can see what you look like. And of course, everybody knows I'm a quarterback. So intramurals, I show the coaches what I'm like and what I can do.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's 6th grade. Now 7th grade, where we are?
7th grade year. Beginning of football season, and we went. How many games we lost? 2. We lost 2 games, and we won the rest, and we lost to Man, we lost to Man and Clack, and that's it. And then the second time we played them, I think we beat them. I don't remember.
Talking about 7th grade?
Yeah, 7th grade year. And then I set the record 7th grade year for most touchdowns at Madison.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, set the record.
Okay. Now, so where's there? We've been getting mixed feelings about this junior high ball. How you feel about that as far as competitive growth? How'd you feel about that?
7, yeah. Junior high, I felt way more confident. I felt like I was getting better. I felt like I was getting stronger. Everything. Competitiveness, I felt like it was getting better too, because, that's when we all split up. That's when we all split up. We go our own ways. We play against each other now. I mean, even though we've been playing against each other since we were little, that's when you all split up to different parts.
Okay.
Yeah, different middle schools and stuff.
I can see that. So y'all were kind of, your class was separated a little bit better to where it was more competitive.
Yes, way more so.
That's a little different than our other stories we got.
Hey, so we all started together. So, Rylan, Mark, Marco, all of us, Bam.
The talent was evenly distributed.
Yes, at that part.
That makes sense.
That's when everybody every school got talent from, and we all came from the same place.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so you win. You set you have a decent 7th grade campaign. You set a touchdown record. So 7th. Go back. Anything special with basketball that year?
Basketball year, that was my first year playing. That was 7th grade, so that was my junior high year basketball. So,
y'all win city? Did y'all win city?
We tied. We tied city with Man.
In 7th grade, right?
Yeah, we tied city with Man. Yeah, we got co-champions.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how Man be doing that with your level.
Yeah.
Like,
they just.
That's crazy.
They got like 30 kids on the basketball.
Yeah, they do. They have and they let everybody play. It's just so
that's crazy. Well, shout out to Man. All right, so we go there. 8th grade. Take us to 8th grade ball. Where we at?
Whew, I mean, yeah. COVID. That's when COVID hit.
Oh yeah, you're right.
7th grade COVID hit. That's when that hit. Sick, because
football season was already over though.
During spring, COVID hit.
Yeah.
And we
right.
and
March.
that was,
y'all didn't go back to school.
And we didn't go back to school.
You're right.
Yeah, so it affected the beginning of the next year.
The beginning of 8th grade. That's when that messed up football for sure, because they still let us play football, but that completely jacked everything up. Surprisingly, I didn't get, that was during basketball. Surprisingly, I didn't get it. I didn't get quarantined, because you could also get quarantined too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was.
But that's when all our players.
Missing a lot of teammates.
Yeah, Javen broke his arm. Everything.
But I remember that you did have to miss something.
You did.
I got missed. It was basketball season. That's when we were about to play. That's when we were about to man the first game.
Matchup with 2 undefeated
Made
the Keegan.
everybody quarantined.
No, the 2 hours before the game. 2 hours, I was going to my last period before we had to leave to go to basketball. I was going to my last period, and they called me down talking about I had to get quarantined. I was so mad. I wanted to break something.
I mean, why quarantine? You was already around.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And the dude that said that they quarantined me. Yeah, it was crazy.
Everybody had.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They got you.
COVID kind of jacked up the end of 7th grade, beginning of
Mm-hmm.
8th grade. What else are you doing there? Are you still playing baseball? DC Kings.
8th grade year.
Well, just during your junior high campaign.
Okay, so 6th grade through 7th grade, I'm still playing baseball, and or I just finished at Dixie for baseball.
Okay.
6th grade year, and then I moved to travel for the Braves, and then basketball we're still DC Kings for 7th grade year. 8th grade year, I go to the Angels, and then for baseball, and then we play. I think for 2 months we were DC Kings, and then we transitioned into the Heat because we're the Heat now.
So what do you think from your travel sports to your city league sports to your junior high sports? Did one give you more than the other, or did one weigh the same to you? Or
yeah, I mean travel. That of course that gives you way more competition. That that proves because there's probably there's people that are more competition. So you got to go out there and show that you can also be better or as good as them and show what you can do.
So how do you divide up your time? Say you got a tournament Friday and Saturday in basketball, but you also got a tournament Friday and Saturday in baseball.
Both.
What if one's in Dallas and one's in San Angelo? You make both?
Well, I choose one. But if they're both in the same city and I can make them, we're playing both.
Okay.
We're playing the same.
And that kind of transitions you into just what you just finished up. You just wrapped up 7-on-7 campaign, right?
Yeah, we got one more tournament, and that's y'all
still going?
Well, the pylon.
Yeah, pylon.
Oh, okay.
Tulsa, right?
Yeah, or no, not in Tulsa. Where's it at?
It's in Dallas.
Dallas. That's the last one. And then I just got picked up.
Your 7-on-7 career is lit.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely as a region we gotta all start that wave.
Yeah, because everybody started before us.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Yeah, we behind.
We definitely
So what'd you say? So take us through 7-on-7. How did that happen?
Okay, so 8th grade year. So football season, basketball season, and then he's talking to the 7-on-7 coach, the West Texas Elite coach, talking about my son. He wants to start 7-on-7. He wants to start playing 7-on-7. And at the time, the coach he didn't have a 15U team. The only team he had was 18U, and I'm 14. And so my dad sends him videos of me football. Shows my footwork, everything, passing. And coach was like, we got a scrimmage this weekend against Texas Ice, and Texas Ice is top 10
Yeah, they're legit.
in the nation. They're one of the top teams in the nation. And he said bring them out there, and you could have a tryout. And then the first, so we had three scrimmages against them. Okay. Played 3 scrimmages. The first 2 I didn't play. Then the third one was like, coach, you're up. It's time to show what you can do. Go out there. I was a little shaky at first, because I'm playing with older dudes. Yeah. So that's something. So and then I think the first series I throw a pick, and I go back on the sideline. I'm all right. If that happens, this is a game. So I'm like, it's whatever. So I'm just finna go this next round, and I'm finna go score. Next series comes up. Throw a touchdown. I throw a touchdown right in between 2 people in the window. He takes off and goes. I throw it to King. Throw it to King right between the windows, and he goes score. And after that, showing that what I could do against my level,
so did that touchdown pass right there? Did that build your confidence up?
That Texas Ice scrimmage, that my confidence went from here to here in a matter of 10 seconds. Next series I go, and then we play one after that. That was the 3rd game, or I think we have that scored, and then we were down by a touchdown, and so we had a chance. So we got the 2 point. We got the 2 point to tie it, and then so that they scored, we stopped them, and then we get one more. Drive to go score and win the game. We get down there. I go through a couple passes, get some yards, get down there. We get down to like the 10. throw, and then I throw a corner ball, the back of the end zone, and Pooh caught it right there.
Yep, I saw that.
And we won that game. And then he was on Facebook Live.
I saw that. Yep.
And then that brought my confidence up. And then he's screaming 8th grader. My dad coach is screaming 8th grader.
That's your biggest fan. No matter what you do, no matter what, that's your biggest fan.
Him and my mom.
Yep.
That's my biggest fan.
Yep.
So
always.
from there, you just jumped on the rocket, and took off with it.
And then he gave me a spot on the team. He said, and then Oklahoma. That's when my first real tournament is when we went to Tulsa. Mm-hmm. That's when. So the first tournament we went to Tulsa, that's when my coach told me that I needed to get Twitter started. Mm-hmm. So scouts could start looking at me, everything, and what's it called? We went down there. We did our and we played. How many touchdowns I threw that tournament?
Threw about 10 touchdowns in like 2 games.
Yeah.
That first day, we played 2 games and he threw 10 touchdowns. That first game,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? No, the first 2 games, the first day. And so at the end of the tournament, I think he threw like 15 touchdowns by the end of that tournament.
And that's coming from an 8th grader.
Yes, against.
And he's in 8th grade,
Exactly.
playing in the 18U division.
Mm-hmm.
With 142 teams
Against teams that have that team, against teams that have D1 players, D1's everything, D1 recruits.
So this is our first real tournament.
Uh-huh.
You're playing against D1 players,
Mm-hmm.
high school players. Coach tells you get your Twitter started because it's finna take off, right?
And
there it goes. Right?
That same night that same day, or we got home that next day, I got home from school. He comes my mom comes picks me up and he says, Keegan, come look. My Twitter's blew up with high school coaches, everything.
That's great.
Twitter's blowing up. 8th grader playing against 14U. People are just posting stuff about me.
Sharing. So that's a good tool right there. So Twitter is the new wave.
Twitter, if you want exposure,
so parents
started Twitter.
Probably, I don't know. Junior high, at least. Y'all probably need to have y'all's Twitters going in junior high.
Yeah.
So help the kids with their exposure. You heard it here. Midwest Texas Talk. The dude made a Twitter page, went out and showed his butt. The next day,
blew up.
Here we are. Get the Twitter started. All right, go from there. So the first tournament was a success. Where we go from there?
Tournaments went left to right. We had tournaments maybe every. Yeah, we were trying. So we're in, and they got to the point where we were out of town for 5 weeks straight. We were out of town for every weekend for 5 weeks straight. So we went to a tournament, got back home, went to a next tournament, got back home, went to a next tournament, got back home, went to a tournament, got back home.
Yeah.
That was for 5 weeks straight. And after that, I just kept blowing up everywhere, and then then it came to the point where I had a high school coach from a different town talking about if my high school didn't work out, then he wanted me to come.
So
who was it? It was Amarillo.
So you actually, in the setting of the Pylon and 7v7 Championship Series, it's not even really about winning.
It's not. No.
You guys
it's just
are
about
out there
it's just
showing
about
your talents, exposing yourself.
That's all that this is. That's all 7-on-7 is.
Now, since it's 7-on-7, haven't you been getting a lot of invites to a lot of other camps?
Yes, yes, sir. That's all. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of invites from camps, and then coming in 1 week or 2 weeks, I'm going to Naples. July 7th, I'm going to Naples, Florida, because I got an All-American invite.
I guess that's amazing. Mm-hmm. All-American invite off of 7v7.
Yep.
Parents was trying to do this a couple years ago, and y'all was like, no.
Nobody wanted to get on the bandwagon. I tried it too. Nobody.
But anyway, this is a proof right here, man. This is a proof. We got an incoming freshman getting blew up all across the board. Not because he didn't do work, but he did do the work. But he's out there at the right events, showcasing what he can do in his name, putting his name out there.
He hadn't even started high school yet.
No, yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So not only did you get the exposure that you were looking for, but y'all did win a championship too, right?
That was his first championship, and I was playing baseball. Shout out to Coach Andre for sure, and that's it. And I was playing baseball. I was playing baseball and 7-on-7. That's that weekend. And so I played the first game of 7-on-7, and we left. It was an hour away. The baseball complex was an hour away from Brewer Stadium. Drove there, we played. Then we only had one game that day for 7-on-7, and then so we went home. Same night we went to baseball, and then we played, and they were in the championship that same day. Mm-hmm. So they're already in the second half. There's two halves, two 20-minute halves. Mm-hmm. They're already in that second half, and they're down by 2. They're down by 2. Okay. And so the quarterback that they have, he wasn't getting the job done. And so I just got to the field, running onto the field. Midway, I catch a cramp in my right leg. I had to stop and stretch. And then I kept walking, and everybody seen me, and everybody got happy, right? Okay, so and then next series I come up, I get in. The coach was like, "Coach, Keegan, get in there." Mm-hmm. I hop in there, throw one drive. I throw one drive, and then the next play I throw a pick off the back. So we're down by 2. Okay, defense gets the stop. We hop back on, go down there, and I throw a touchdown. Game's tied now. They get the 2-point. Game's tied. Mm-hmm. No, they get and then how many? I think it was like it was probably like 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left, and we go down there, and then we get to the 2. We get to like 10, and then the way they have it, if you're in the 10-yard line, you get 5 downs to score, and it was the 5th down, and one of my friends, shout out to Keith Johnson, he tells me, just throw it up. I'll go get it. He said, just throw it up. Just throw it up. I'll go get it.
Threw it up, didn't you?
And I threw it in the back of the end zone. He snagged it over the dude. Okay, now all we have to do is we tied the game up. Yeah, tied the game up, and all we have to do is get the 2-point to win, because there's like 6 seconds on the clock. Mm-hmm. All we have to do is get the 2-point to win. Then I said, "Hut, you ready?" Donnie runs a quick out.
Hey, let's take a commercial break, and we'll come back to this after. Nah, just joking. Everybody's suspenseful. Yeah, go ahead and finish.
Donnie gets a quick out. Boom, throw it right there, and we win the championship. And that was our first one.
So all you did was play a baseball tournament, travel, run on the field,
and bring your team back to
win a championship.
Yes, sir.
The last 2 drives?
Yes, last 2 drives.
You can't say nothing more than spectacular for that.
He was 6 for 6 the last drive.
And I got MVP that tournament.
Even better. Yeah. Even better. Man, exposure and then a championship and MVP on top of that, man. That's a hell of a summer, dude.
Yes, sir.
That's big time, man. That's probably, I don't even think you probably could have catapulted your high school career any better than this. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, that's not even the best part,
What's the best part then?
I mean, I'm ranked number 17 in Texas.
Yeah,
quarterback. Okay. Ranked number 17. Okay.
And that's ranked as what?
My class, 2025 class.
2025. Okay.
And 65 in the nation.
So to be ranked top 20 and not even stepped foot on the campus yet,
and not even played a varsity down yet.
Yeah, that's damn good.
Got 2 out of 5 stars right now.
So. Them stars is hard to get, man.
Yeah,
so
it is.
You're already ready, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to when you step foot on Cooper next year? Football and basketball and baseball. What are you looking forward to first day of school?
Work. Just to go to work. That's all I'm prepared for. To go out there and show those coaches that, I'm here to get the job done.
Okay, so now when we first came in here, you said, "Yeah, I'm ready to make JV." Mm-hmm. So are you pretty much already just denying yourself that you don't have the talent to compete for varsity? Why would you come in here and say that?
Honestly. I mean, I don't know. I probably just because I'm a freshman.
What
I don't know. I don't know if they'd give me a varsity spot. I mean, I do because I have a junior and a senior in front of me.
Peep this though. 20 minutes ago, maybe an hour ago, we had a freshman in here that is on varsity in basketball and softball.
Maya, yeah.
So why would you come in here and say, I'm going to make JV? You're selling yourself short already. That's not the attitude you need to have. Right?
Yes, sir.
So when we get ready this first day of football, first day of school, Cooper, you need to be like, I'm about to be the starting quarterback on varsity. That's the attitude you need to have first day. I don't care.
Facts.
It could be your best friend playing quarterback. Who cares? You going for that position, right?
Yes, sir.
Better take it.
Yeah, a lot of people in your corner.
Better take it.
Yeah, man. That mental, man. Can't nobody harm your mental. You know what I'm saying? You do that yourself.
Yes, sir.
So you take yourself where you need to be, man. So everything else will work out. Whether you got to go here, there, wherever. Don't worry about that. But mentally, man, you thinking top. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else.
Yes, sir.
So we good there. So that's gonna be interesting, man. We're gonna definitely keep up with that because you got a story, and it's gonna be told one way or the other. So we're gonna be here, keep sharing what you got. We following. We're gonna keep boosting what you got. You got anything else from me, man?
What's going on with baseball right now? You said you're getting ready to start up, right?
Yes, sir. We're getting ready to start up Cooper baseball. You know,
That's right.
travel team, and then that's really it for baseball.
Okay. Quickly though, because we talked about this with our other stars. Where's your head as far as these choices you're gonna have to make, high school wise, like with your sports? Are you just gonna go in freshman and try to knock them all out, or are you having to make those decisions yet?
I'm doing all three.
Okay.
All the way all
the
the way
way.
up.
Senior year, all the way.
All right. That's
Okay,
what
now
we
what if you got a school that says, hey, we want you to focus on, because you know a lot of schools, a lot of colleges, they don't really want you if you're like you already are, you're on the radar. If you're on the radar, they don't want you to play other sports because that might jeopardize their investment in you. So if they said you gotta pick one,
You ready to do that?
you ready? You would. That's what's up.
All right. Well, I think that's about it, man. So you got eyes on you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Don't settle. That's what I told everybody else. Don't settle.
Yes, sir.
Being good is good, but it ain't great.
Yes, sir.
Great, man. Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna bring everybody from today back out, check back up on you guys through the seasons, and see what new stories I got to tell us, what great things I got to tell us. I need y'all to bring y'all awards and stuff so we can like put them on the table. You know? Bring us back some goodies or something.
I got you.
Take it off from me.
I got you. Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, G.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.